this show up?
Yep. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't see.
Oh, I'm live this right now. Oh, someone can streak you through your classroom. Does that mean you're taking a video? What? Page 73. Today we do transformations and functions. Yeah, I have all the notes on the board.
Like that's all we need.
That's all the notes you need in order to do examples. Yeah. Also, because I am recording during your class, it's helpful if I have the notes out there. That way, if people are watching, they can pause it like right now.
Is this live feed?
I'm gonna upload it today.
Just live.
Which I'm gonna have her pause it now. Caleb, stop.
Stop it?
Yeah.
Like, just press that button.
Good. What we have is transformations. You guys have seen this before. I promise you have. In Algebra 2, in every section of Algebra 2, there is one section on vertical shifts, on transformation. Whether you remember it or learned it, that's a different story. How I do it this way is, I think this is the easiest way for you guys to learn it, because it is very simple. The problems people are complicated. The first easy ones, if it shifts up, if we have our function, like our parent function, and it shifts up, it's just plus on the outside of it. Shifts down, it's just minus on the outside of it. Now, it was noticed earlier, because I won't say his name, but when we shift right, it's negative, it flips the sign, okay? If it shifts left, it's positive inside the parentheses, we switch the sign again. Think about it, you've already been practicing this with circles, right? Remember in circles, doesn't it flip the sign? Now you guys are afraid to talk, aren't you? Just talk, be normal, guys. Just be normal, seriously, it goes a lot smoother.
So like, is this opposite?
It's opposite. It's opposite, which you guys have seen in circles, okay? So you guys have already been seeing this, right? Now, moving on, reflections. We reflect across the x-axis by having a negative in front of the function, and reflect across the y-axis if the negative is inside the function. Have you already been practicing with that as well?
Yeah.
With what?
Odd and even, I don't know.
What?
Speak today. Odd and even functions.
Even in odd functions. You've already been practicing with that, so you should be used to doing that, okay? And the last one are non-rigid transformations. Where is it? If the constant's on the outside of a function, it's a vertical stretch. C is greater than 1, and vertical shrink if C is between 0 and 1. All like a fraction. And function, if it's inside the function, C is multiplied by x inside of it, then we have horizontal shrink and horizontal stretch. Questions on any of those? No? Okay, let's do some examples. So jump to number 16. Is that seeable?
Mm-hmm.
Like clear? Did we get a nice photo out there? And all I did was this. You really didn't hide his face at all. It was right there. I did that with Thornton once. She came in. She's like, Thornton, what the hell? You're on YouTube now. What? No. Sorry. Do number 16. I'm not going to draw the graphs. What might help if you flip to page 70. Because what's on page 70?
the types of
the functions.
stuff.
Parent functions, right?
Yep.
Types of parent functions.
Yeah.
Those are the only parent functions you need, which hence why I wanted you marked on the page. So if I'm looking, it's x cubed, right? When I look at transformations, what I look at is a focal point, like a point that goes through 0, 0. It's a very easy point to follow. So based off that, if 0, 0 is the point I'm looking at, and I go back to part A on number 16, is my function moving up or down?
Down.
Down. Right. One person saying down. It's moving up. So we have f of x equals x cubed. How many is going up? So plus 1, right? Is it doing anything else different?
I don't know what you call it. It's going opposite directions.
Did it reflect
Yeah.
across maybe an x or y axis?
Yeah.
Right? So where should I put the negative then?
In front of you.
This one we're going to put in front. Because if it was negative x cubed, it's still negative x cubed, right?
So C is just the point that it's at, or like on? I'm confused.
C, the constant, is how much it moves up or down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
So
C is
C is
constant.
plus 1.
Yeah, so your C is 1 in this case. Let's do part B. Does it move up or down? Up? How many?
One.
So we're going to put a plus 1 over here, right? Does it move left or right?
Right.
It moves right, correct? So that's inside of our parentheses. If it moves right, what should it be? Negative or positive? Negative.
1. Is it?
Yeah. Is that all it's doing?
Yeah.
No reflection, right? Okay. What about C?
Down.
Down? How many?
1.
Everyone agree?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Left, right.
It moves left, right? Correct, it moves left, correct?
Yes.
So, should that be plus or minus?
Plus.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Just opposite. Left and right are the ones that go opposite. So on your notes, that's where I would put a star by these two. By 3 and 4, I put a star by those. Because those go opposite direction. Opposite of what you think. Is there anything else happening to this graph?
We got reflected
It's reflected, so where should I put the negative sign?
on the outside versus inside. Right?
Outside on this one.
What's your question?
Let you know.
Because it's being reflected across the Y. Alright, last one.
Question, if it's reflected off the y, is it on the inside? Does the y-axis inside?
This one's a little bit different because x cubed, even if I cube it out, it's going to change it over. Because of being if I reflect it across the x-axis, it just flips it over and then flips it over again. Alright, what about this one?
Down.
Down? How many?
4.
Right, minus 4 on the outside. What else?
Right. Yeah.
Shift it to the right. How many?
9. Oh, wait, no. 10.
Talking about
10, right? 10.
Because it goes 4 8
Look at the center. Where is it at?
It's in the middle of 8 and the dash.
It's the middle of 8 and 12, which is 10. And then, anything else?
No, but it's not touching.
No.
Questions on that one? Okay, let's try another one. Try 17. Actually, try that one. You do it first. 17. Morning.
Gotcha.
Okay. All of them?
Just do it once.
Okay.
Where's the other one?
Gave it away.
Okay.
Do you want to see if the mythical unicorn wants me on camera? Just kidding. I can never find her, by the way, on campus whenever I'm looking for her. So that's why I call her the mythical unicorn. Hi. Do number 17. This is where I want to do my evil trick, by the way.
Hmm?
Putting something scary in front of the camera. Make everyone's focusing. For people that do watch the video, just jump off. Just do it now. It's scary. Funny. Are there any reflections going on? No. Does it move left or right? Straight up. So what should I do? On the outside, right? Is that easy? Okay. Any reflections? Yes? What's it doing? What kind of reflection is that?
Flicking across the X.
So it's be negative on the outside of it, correct?
Yeah. Let's move left.
Does it move left?
Yeah.
And what else? Plus 3, correct? Does it move up or down?
Wait, if it's moving left.
If it's left, she's behind me, right?
No, it's opposite.
Oh, okay.
So this negative goes with the reflection, because now the acid value is pointing down, correct? And then it's moving left, so that's where I flip the sign, make it positive. Does it move up or down?
No.
So we're done. Any reflections?
No.
No. Okay, does it move left or right?
Right.
How many? So that should be minus 2 then, correct? And then what else?
Moves down
Down 1?
Down 4.
Down 4 and 1?
Down 4.
Down 4. Does it seem simple still?
Yeah.
Okay, and last one.
Flick across the X.
There's reflection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so negative on the outside of it. What else?
Goes down.
What about left or right? Let's do left or right first.
Right. So minus 5.
6 or 5? 6.
That's my second pair.
How did that seem? Easy so far, right? Okay, let's go.
So far.
So far. I want to make that clear. Okay?
It's worse.
It does kind of get
I mean,
complicated.
that books work, like the first two.
Try 26. These next set of problems are the problems that will be on your quiz. Please stop doing them with you now.
Use from the 6.
So 26. That's it, right?
Yeah.
What do I do for part A?
Identify the parent function.
Identify the parent function. So those are on what page? 70. That's why you need to mark that page down. So what is the parent function?
Quadratic.
Quadratic, but what? How can I write that? What is it? Just instead of the name, what is
X
that?
squared.
X squared. So that's all you do for part A on these ones. List out what the parent function is. Don't just say the wording of it, let's say the actual function of it. What's part B?
Describe the sequence of transformations from F to G.
No. What's going on with it? If I look over here on the rules that we have, what's going on with it?
It moves right 8.
It moves right 8.
So we gotta say vertical shift. No horizontal shift.
Or it moves right 8 spots. If you want to get fancy with it, go ahead. Proper? Got it. I'm just happy if you know that it moves. Okay? That right or left, I'll take, that's half credit right there. Okay, part C says what? You guys can graph it in a calculator, you can graph it on your phone app, you can do that. So I'm not going to do that up here.
So can you show us real quick? Just for fun.
Just for fun. So what, you just move up? Do we have to get technical with our graphs, or can we do something like that?
You can do something like that. See what I mean? I'm not big on the graphing of it because there's tons of utilities for you to graph. I'm not testing whether you graph, I'm testing whether you can list the transformation. Okay, D. What does part D say?
Use the function notation of our G to turn to F.
We need function notation. This is where students struggle. This is the hardest part of it. Okay? We're going to rewrite it into function notation. So that means we're going to write g of x. And this one I'll just do for you so you can see it for the next one. That's it. Because if I plugged x minus 8 into my parent function, would I have the same function again?
Yeah.
That's all you do. I rewrote it so the square's gone. So the idea is if I plug x minus 8 into this parent function, into here, I would get that out, right?
Oh, okay.
Have you been plugging stuff into function notation before?
Yes.
So now it's kind of going backwards, just a little bit. Questions? Try 28 then.
Try what?
28. Does everyone have this before I erase it? Everyone got it now? So negative x cubed minus 1?
Cubic function.
Okay, but what is that?
S cubed.
X cubed, so that's our part A, right?
Yep.
The easiest way to identify that, what's happening to x?
X moves up.
It's reflected
It reflects across
across
the x axis
Yeah,
and moves right 1.
that's my bad.
Which way?
Right.
I think it's
Oh,
down,
that.
down.
Down.
Why would
It's
it
not
be-
inside the parentheses, right?
So it's vertical shift down. That converters.
Because it's not inside
Oh.
the parentheses. Make sense? Okay, part D. How would I rate that?
Yeah.
G of F or C.
-1.
What is it?
No.
Of
If
negative
we
x
F of
minus one.
It's just
X
negative.
F minus one.
Negative.
How about this? Is anything inside the parentheses of f of x?
No.
Nothing, right? So that's just plain there. Is there something happening in front of our f of x?
Yeah.
Is there something happening at the end of it?
That
So you
makes
just
sense.
take off the exponents.
Pretty much.
Because you'll add them in later.
So the idea is if I were to plug f of x in to this equation, I would have the same thing back. It's not camera shy. Questions? All right, let's do a harder one.
Oh.
34. Has everyone got it? Yes?
You said 34?
Yeah, 34. I believe that's what? Negative 1, 4. X minus
X plus 2
plus
squared.
2 squared minus 2.
Minus
At the end.
So that's
Okay, try it. You guys do it first.
noise.
So many markers and trying to get down, get on the same friction. Yep, the camera's just catching me juggling in class. It's a good thing I have an editor so I can edit it out. If only the school knew it, paid like $75 for the editor. $300 for the plus 50 for the stand. You ever got it? You guys are done? Hey, are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, try it.
Oh.
Yes.
Great.
Try it first before I just do it. Actually try it.
We have. Wait, so if it's two things.
I know.
On my own.
So it's a yes. No, it's a square root function. Yep. I think I don't know. It's.
There's no square root in there.
Oh, not square root? Yeah, square root. 36.
Where's the whole square?
Oh, 34. No, I was
Oh, that's
dumb.
right.
36.
Is that it for part A?
Yeah.
That's what's going on to the function, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I have a list of sequences what I ask to do my transformations. First one, is there reflection?
Yes.
Reflection across what?
X.
Okay. Is there a shrink or compression? Stretch or shrink?
No.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, probably.
Are one of these being applied?
Yes.
Is the C inside or outside or inside?
Outside.
Outside, so what's going on? C is 1/4, correct?
It's a shrink.
Okay. Trip?
Do you guys show
How do you
when you
tell?
have distractions? Is that actually done?
You get it? Okay, next. Does it move left or right?
Left.
What else does it do? Last thing.
Moves down.
Down 2.
Yeah.
You see how I read it left to right and then got all the transformations? You can go whichever way you want to do, but pick a pattern so you don't get mixed up. Now,
I have a question.
yeah.
For the vertical string where it says 1/4 and then the problem that says -1/4, like, do you just always make it a positive?
The negative one with the reflections,
Okay.
right? And see, these only go from C's greater than 1 and C's 0 to less than 1.
Okay.
So the negative went with the reflection. So it's its own little thing.
Okay.
Okay. D. G of x, right?
Yeah.
How do I do this one?
Negative 1/4 times f of x plus 2 squared.
Do not square it.
Not squared.
You just plug it in. How does that seem?
A little tricky.
That seems tricky though, right?
Yeah.
You see why I said that's the hard part? Is it hard because you might overthink it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard. If you just take your time, you'll be fine.
So if it's a, so, if it's like in the, if it's a horizontal,
It would look like 1/4 x again.
okay.
Does that make sense? All right.
What's our assignment?
Your assignment is 1 through 10.
That's it?
No.
No time, man.
Nope.
16. 25 through like 50 every 5.
42 every 3. 52 all of them.
There's no word problems on this one.
Oh, shit.